You need a pressure washer, we got it. Here we go. Again, two things, power and performance. That is everything that a pressure washer is about. When it comes to the power, the 2200 PSI, which maxes out at 2800, is the most powerful we do. And if you buy a pressure washer, anybody will tell you at any retail store, you're paying for pressure. The higher you go up in pressure, the higher the price, all right? The compressor creates an incredible amount of force to be able to blast away dirt and grime and mold and mildew. You could do your windows, you could do your walls, you could do your car, you could do your driveway, you could do your boat. You could clean anything with a pressure washer that you could do with a scrub brush. Only it is 1,000 times easier because all you're doing is pulling a trigger. We are giving you 3 of the pressure nozzles, which give you varying degrees of pressure. All right, I'm gonna get into all that. We have 30 minutes to talk about it. I'm gonna get into all that, and it's a follow me design. That's the one that I own. Gotta have follow me, doesn't tip over, goes wherever you go. You get 55 feet of reach. So if your garden bib hose is way on the other side of the house, you can still reach it, no problem, okay? We are giving you everything that you need with the easy pressure connectors, and you get a 25, a 15, and a 40 degree. All right, so whether you want a laser beam to clean in between those tiles, or blast away the dirt and grime that's maybe on your shingles, or if you just want to wash your car, we give you all the nozzles that you need. It's our best value of the day. All right, so here we go. At retail, $300. Our price, $249. Buy it today, $149.99, and it's on 5 Flex for $30. You need to get this thing home. It is the easiest thing you will ever use, and I will say probably the best tool you will ever buy for all 4 seasons, because you use this in the spring, use it in the summer, use it in the fall, use it even in the wintertime. Whenever you need to clean anything, you go to your pressure washer. Bobby Milliken is here. He's gonna take us on a tour and tell us how you can get your hands on this as our best, maybe our best deal of the year. Bobby?
Can you hear me okay, guy? Am I on?
Yeah,
okay.
you're good.
I'm like, am I on? Are we live? Yeah. This is the best value on a pressure washer I have ever seen. Keep in mind, we haven't done a pressure washer TS in 2 years.
Yep.
So that's kind of the reason why it's such hype and such excitement. I know the phone lines have been busy, and we're excited for you to get this home, because what happens is when you get this home, you are going to be able to tackle all these different types of needs, from your car wash and your boats and your RV, to your patios, your decks, to your driveways, to your sidewalks. The uses are literally limitless. And here's the thing. You're going with Sunjoe. We've been in business over 15 years. We're celebrating our 5-year anniversary with you here at HSN. So we're excited about this. We're pumped to give you this value. We're pumped to give you a product that's super strong. I'm gonna do a couple more demos, and then I'm gonna tell you about PSI and why we're so excited about it. Follow me over here to the carpet. I love doing this demo because you would look at this carpet right first glance and think, you know what? Maybe that carpet's just a brown carpet. But upon further review, as I kind of go line by line here, you start to see and reveal what is the true color of this carpet that we thought was brown. Well, guess what? It's not brown. The reason it looked brown is years and years of seasons of wear and tear and mold and mildew. Look at the before over here, how dirty and dark brown, and then look at the after, what I was able to just do with just the power of water. So let me back up a second and start at the beginning. This is a pressure washer. If you're not familiar, this is a follow me design, which means it's going to have 4 wheels and be able to go anywhere you need it to go in your driveway. We've also included the handle so you can pick it up. But you know what we didn't do? We didn't make it big. We didn't make it bulky. I'm lifting it literally with 1 finger because it's just over 22 pounds. So we've got lightweight, we've got power. Let's talk about pressure for a second, okay? PSI, pounds per square inch. It's just a measurement. The higher the number, the more pressure, the more power, and the easier of a time you're gonna have when you do cleaning. This is rated at 2200 PSI, guy, which is a huge number. It's probably a little more than you may need, but better to have it and not need it than not have what you really, really need. This is actually 2800 is its max. And when you're shopping around, you look at other pressure washers on the market and they say, oh, they're 27, 28. They're probably talking about their max. We're putting this at 22, which means you can guarantee that's what you're gonna get consistent power every time you turn this on and off. Can I go back here, Guy? Or
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
need
Just
to?
keep
Okay.
going, buddy.
All
I'm
right.
loving it.
Let's go to the fence because this is one of my favorite demos. I'm gonna go right over here. Look how dark and dirty this fence is. And I'm just gonna slowly go down and show you and reveal the true color of that fence. And can I just tell you, Guy, as I'm doing this, it's like so satisfying just to see what you're used to staring at when you look in your backyard and what you should be able to enjoy.
And what you need to know is this is not a staged demonstration. We actually go out and we find old fencing, junkyards, wherever we can find it. This is the original color of the wood. That is what has happened over time. There's no way to bleach that or wash that. You have to actually penetrate and get into that wood to remove that. That is what pressure washing does. It does the same thing on your driveway. It does the same thing on your sidewalk. It does the same thing on your swimming pool. Wherever you have a porous surface, this is gonna get it out. I once talked to a guy that used to work here years ago, and he knows a lot about cleaning chemicals. Because I said I had these patio pavers, and they were white, and they had gotten black and moldy, and I tried bleach, and he said, bleach ain't gonna work. He said, that may take off a little, but it's not gonna get down into the depth of the pores. He said, the only thing that works is a pressure washer. And you could use it on anything because we're giving you the 3 tips, all right? Each one of these tips, and I'll hold my hand out, is a different strength, all right? And all you need to do is pop those tips onto the end, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute, and that is what gives you the power, whether you want a laser beam or you want something softer. And remember, you never use the most powerful tip on your house or on your car, anything that's painted, because that's how powerful it is. This will take the paint. If you use the highest setting and you hold it close, it takes the paint off. But that's a good thing. Not taking the paint off, but that you have that much power because that same nozzle will get in the cracks and crevices and blow the weeds in between your pavers right out so you don't have to use weed killer. So, all right, Bobby's over there. He's going to show you how to wash your car.
So I want to just take a minute and kind of go over, what you get. Of course, you get the pressure washer. How do you use it? You just need a garden hose, right? You plug it in. It's electric. You're not relying on gas. You're not relying on oil. You're not pull starting anything. You plug it in, and that's how you're good to go. I want to go over the tips. When you get this home, assembly, by the way, super simple. You pop the handle on, attach the lance, and put the wheels on, and you're ready to go. Now, let's take a look at these 3 tips, because you don't have to choose, you don't have to purchase separately, they come with it. I started with this yellow tip, which is 15. That's gonna be our strongest of the 3. Then I have the green one, which is 25, and then now I've switched to the gray one, which is our fan at 40 degrees, okay? And stay with me, I'm gonna turn this on, and look at the fan of it, and now I'm gonna go to town on the car. So again, the whole thing here is that you don't have to go drive to the car wash, stand in line, because you're just gonna break this out at home and just do it yourself. All that mud, all that gook, all that stuff, whatever it is, you're gonna be able to get off. Maybe it's up here on the windshield. Maybe you took a drive and Guy, the love bugs, maybe you just want to get all of those off of your windshield. This is going to be that right amount of pressure to clear all of that off. Now I'm going to take it down here to the tire. All of this mud is caked on, baked on from the road. Maybe you haven't had a chance to get out there and wash it. But to my earlier point, save the trip to the car wash, save those quarters, save your time, save your gas, and just do it yourself. Now, I want you to stay with me. I'm gonna bring my pressure washer with me. Are you ready for this? So it's the Follow Me design, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm just using the cord and I'm just pulling it like you would in your driveway. I'm going off-road, Guy, down the hill and pulling it towards me. So now I just went from the driveway through the grass down here to another area so I can do all of these things here. Can I keep going, Guy? Can I
keep going, buddy.
All right, I can't hear my ear, but I'm just gonna keep going. I've got a trash can here that's totally dirty. It's sanded up, but all you do is clean it with the power of water. Keep in mind, I'm not rubbing, I'm not scrubbing, I'm not using any type of brush, I'm not using any harsh cleaner or chemical. I'm just taking my time, going around the inside and the outside, because did you know, Guy, they actually have a service that will sell you, they're coming over to clean just this.
And the dirty part is in there, or your recycle bin. You can actually get this thing and take it right inside, and I can clean the inside of my garbage can. I can clean the inside. Whoa, got a little dirt in there. I can clean all that up, and then I can slide over. And if I want to do this chair, and also look at how instantly this turns on and turns off. Look at that. No waste of water. In fact, this is using 1 gallon per minute versus your garden hose, which uses 6 gallons a minute. All right, so you're saving money on water. I'll do this chair, and I'm standing away from it. And watch this. I'll just do the top of it. Remember, the closer you hold it, the more power you're gonna get. Look at this. How about in between? You know, all the tines, right? Or the slats, I should say. On the arms, I don't have to use a scrub brush, all right? I could do this whole chair in a minute. If I had to scrub it with a scrubber, I'd be here all day. And now watch, see right here, those stains right there, you can't see it because you're far away, are really baked on. All you do is go close, all right? Go really close, and that'll get rid of those really, really stubborn stains. That's how easy it is. Okay, I could do the same with this kid slide. All right, you come in really, really close. I'll wait for our camera to follow us. Come like right in here, and you'll see this is a really grimy, dirty surface. I'm only gonna do the bottom. Now I'm gonna do a quick clean like this, okay? And now you're gonna notice, but Guy, there's still some stains here and here. Now watch how I move close. And those stains disappear. The closer you go, the more powerful it is. All right, and I can do this whole thing in a matter of just a minute or two. Even on the railing, look at how it just cuts through that railing, gets all that dirt out of there, all the way to the top. And this could be your swimming pool, this could be your hot tub, this could be your driveway. I mean, look at that. Cleaner than any chemical will clean it, and all you're using is ordinary tap water. And remember, it saves water. I can't emphasize that enough. You are saving water. 1 gallon a minute. Garden hose, 6 gallons a minute.
Yeah.
So if you're washing your car with your thumb over the end of your hose, you're wasting water. Don't do that. Get a pressure washer. You can water your plants. You can clean your deck. You could do if you've got outdoor features, you can clean all that without chemicals. Half price of retail. $100 off HSN, free shipping, flex pay, 30 bucks. Try it for 30 days. I'm telling you, you're gonna love this thing. It'll be your favorite thing, and prepare yourself. It's very addictive. You start cleaning stuff, you're like, well, cleaning when you don't have to do work is easy. All you do, squeeze the trigger, it's that easy.
Guy, to your point, when it's fun, it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like you're actually getting out and enjoying yourself, whether you're being at one with Mother Nature and getting those rays, whatever it is, because you're outside, you're feeling good, but you're actually doing something at the same time, and that doing is the cleaning. And when I say doing, you're not down on the hands and knees, rubbing or scrubbing. You're just using the wand. You're just using your Sun Joe pressure washer. So again, if you're just tuning in, you're like, what's going on out there? This is it. This is the time to get this. We have not done a Sun Joe pressure washer TS presentation in 2 years. So we have been waiting for this. We have been anxious and excited about this. And now we are finally here. And this is going to be probably, can I say, your most important tool that you're going to use for your house. Why? Because you can use it in your backyard, on your deck, on the patio, in the front yard, on your driveway, in the garage, on your car, on the boat, golf cart, ATV, motorcycle, you name it. You aim it and you go with Joe. Look how I'm just doing one pass right there and getting these wood planks nice and clean. And this dirt is really on here good, okay? That's why I'm just gonna take my time and let the water, let that pressure of that water do all the work for me. So you can see this is how dirty it was, and then this is how clean I was just able to get it. Again, just to go top to bottom, this is our unit. What we've basically done, and if you get nothing else from the presentation, this is the story, right? This is the power of an upright. But the problem with uprights is they're so tall, big, and bulky that
tippy.
they topple
Yeah.
over. But with the compactness of a lightweight follow me design unit, we give you all the tips. Assembly's easy. Don't forget, you can easily get to all four corners of your driveway. Why? Because we give you 20 feet of this. This is called your high pressure hose. 20 feet there in the front, and then in the back, you've got 35 feet of this power cord. So we're talking no gas, no oil, no pull start. It's electric, and that 35 here, plus that 20 here, guy, is 55 feet of reach everywhere you
Yeah,
need to
and
go.
literally all you do is you pop the wheels on.
Yep.
All right, the tools all come with it. You take your garden hose, you plug it into one end, and you plug the other one into your electrical outlet. That's it.
That's it.
And then you pull the trigger. All right, we are doing free shipping on this, which we rarely ever do on pressure washers. It's expensive, costs us money. And if you get a brand new HSN credit card today, we'll do $25 in your account, which will pay for almost an entire flex pay. So make sure you get a brand new HSN credit card today. Half a retail, $100 off. The only today's special we have planned
That's it.
for the year.
This is it.
And this is the time to get it.
And we sold out 2
It's
years
May.
ago, guy.
You're gonna use this all summer, in the fall. You're gonna use this in the wintertime. All right, you get something on you still gotta clean your windows in the winter. Boom, 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 boom. You never have to get on a ladder. This thing will reach 2 stories. I mean, for $149, I paid $199 for 1,700 PSI. This is the most powerful pressure washer that we carry at HSN at the lowest price we've ever done. Half off retail. Nowhere else available. And guess what? I want you to use this all of 2025, all of 2026, all of 2027, and all of 2028. If you have any problem with it, they will replace, fix, whatever you want to do. You get a 4-year warranty. I don't know anybody who does that.
Yeah.
But Sunjoe, they are so confident of how it's built. You can use it till 2029. 4 years. And you're going to use it a lot. So to get a really good warranty on a product you're going to use on a regular basis, that says something about Sunjoe.
It just shows you we stand behind our product. While you were talking, guys, sorry, I didn't wait for you. I cleaned this entire chair back here, and I have this cushion. I like to tell the story that, you know, these cushions are not cheap, and if I showed this to my wife, I'd be in trouble for getting it so dirty. But watch how as I just do one pass, I'll just clean the top. How else, my question is, how else would you have gotten this clean? You can't throw something like this in the washer. I don't know how you'd take a brush to it and scrub it. It's kind of a delicate material on the outside, but look at that. There's the before, and then there is the after. We know that patio, outdoor lawn and garden furniture is expensive. So how do you protect your investment or make it look better and last longer? Well, you clean it. And what do you clean it with? You clean it with the pressure washer. Should I do the door over here, guys?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I don't know if the camera is able to get under here, but it's very dirty. I want you to see the reach. I can go way beyond what I actually need to do up there just to show off a little bit. Now I'm gonna take it down below, and I'm gonna get underneath the gutter area or the soffits, and you're gonna see all that stuff drip off. Now I'm gonna start at the top, the back here, the top of my entranceway or my doorway, and just again, let that pressure just eliminate any of those stains or whatever that stuff is. Maybe it's pest nest, maybe it's mold, maybe it's mildew, maybe it's just mud. Whatever it is, I can just, look how quickly, just spray left and right all the way down my front door. And if you take a look down here at the bottom, can you see how dirty all the water is falling off the bottom down here? Look at that, guy. And I'll spray it away. And I'll tell you what, this is satisfying because it's super simple. It's super easy. Before I throw it, should I do the welcome mat? Or you
Yeah,
gonna
go
do
ahead.
Okay.
No, you go do that, and then I'll show something.
All right, welcome mat. This looks like it's all one color. It looks okay, but you can guess what's under here. Another color, right? And it's not brown. It's actually a light blue slate gray color. So a welcome mat should be, well, just that. It should be welcoming. So in just one pass, you can see the difference before and after with the power of water, guy.
What I want to show everybody, Bobby, if I can grab that really quick.
Absolutely.
We have a bunch of demos, you know, that we do over and over and over again. And obviously you look at that and you're like, well, okay, they're just throwing dirt on there and they're rinsing it off. What I want you to look at, there's a crack right here right there, all the way from there to there. See that crack? That is not a planned demo. That's just our outdoor patio. I'm gonna take this and I want you to see the power of what this can do. All right, and I'm just running along the crack. Look at the dirt and the grime that is removing, even dead or even weeds. We'll do that one more time, all the way through. All right, and you can see, look at how clean that crack is, okay? And that is just part of our deck. All right, you want that thing to be clean. That is exactly what we're doing there, okay? And I could bring it over and I could do the rest of this deck and you can see this is how you use it, left to right. Just go left to right. All right, something in a crack, go right in there, blast it out. Something in this crack, right over there. That's all you need to do. And then I'll go right over to the pavers. And again, I'm just going left to right. And that is how easy this is. And look at how beautiful our deck looks now. And I'm using one hand, everybody. One hand to clean that deck off. All right, Bobby's gonna show you the car again, but before we do that, I wanna tell everybody how easy, get over there. Tell everybody how easy you can get this home, all right? Remember, it's $30 on your FlexPay. Get it home. You got 30 days to try it out. We are doing it $100 off, free shipping and handling. And if you've got messes, this is the way to clean them. You're not exerting any effort. Can you do this? If you could do this, you could use this. That's all it is. Even the grip is easy. It's not a finger trigger. You just gently squeeze. And Bobby will show you when you turn it off, completely stops. So does the motor, which saves the motor, but it also saves a ton of water. Your regular garden hose is using 6 gallons a minute. So if you're taking your hose and putting your thumb over, you're wasting water. This uses 1 gallon a minute. Because remember, you're taking a amount of water and you're squeezing it. So you're getting the most use out of that water. And if you're washing a car, you're throwing money away every time you wash it with a regular garden hose, Bobby.
Right. Again, this is something that's not intimidating. Again, the name brand is where it's at. We're Sunjoe. Again, 15 years in the business, 5 years here at HSN. We're the market leader when it comes to pressure washers in the United States. So you're at the right place at the right time with the right brand. What I've done is I've dirtied up the SUV. I switched the tip from the yellow to the gray. Remember, you get all 3 of the tips. They live on board. How do you use it? You pull the trigger. You can see the fan of the spray. I like to use this level when I'm doing the car because it will ensure that I'm not going to do any damage to my paint job on there. And you can get close if you want to kind of get in there and make sure that you get all that dirt and all that debris. I'm not going to clean the whole thing. I'll tell you what, I'll just do this one panel because you can see the before and after. That's how dirty it was. This is how clean it is. How about the wheel? Again, I've got some brake dust. I've got some mud. I've got some, I don't know what that stuff is down there, but you can see I'll just do one pass up and down on the wheel well. And look at that. The entire thing is clean in literally 10 seconds. How about the mats? Look at this, so powerful. I'm making that mat dance all the way down there. But if you've got sand from the beach or just dirt on these floor mats, you know what? Just use your pressure washer. Guy, I always tell the story. My neighbors love to borrow my pressure washer. And I'm like, listen, you got to tune in Friday. We're going to have a Today special. This is the time to get it. So I hope they're watching. Now watch this. This has the follow me design. So if you follow the unit, you see how I'm just using the cord to direct it and follow it towards me and down here? I brought it down the hill, over the grass, now back down here. Now I'm going to go quick. I got a bunch of stuff to clean up. I'm going to start with the slide. Listen, you got kiddos. You got grandkids, you got anyone out there that's playing in the yard on the jungle gym, the slide, the swing around, whatever the items that you have out there for play and enjoyment, how else are you gonna clean them? Because you know what, they're so big, you don't bring them inside. I mean, they stay outside all year long. How about the kiddos' bikes? You know, Guy, I used to race BMX. I remember when my dad used to clean the bike every night after we would go to a race. Now, if he would have had this tool, he could have just used the pressure washer. That's the privilege I have as a dad. I just line up all the family's bikes and just unload the pressure washer, all that power right on it. How about an Adirondack chair? This is supposed to be white. You can see the color shining through as I do panel by panel by panel, up and down, just literally taking, I don't know if this is seasons of dirt, or maybe even years of dirt, but you can just simply spray it away. And lastly, guys, I'll do this grill. If you're having a cookout, you want your barbecue to be clean, okay? No one's gonna eat the meat off the grill if it's looking like this thing was looking before I started. But now you can see the true aqua blue of this grill. And remember, you don't have to just clean things at your level or go down to the driveway. Look at this. I can easily spray up. It has a long reach because of the power. Now I'm getting those cobwebs or those pest nests or that dirt and debris that's actually up high under, whether it's the soffits, the gutters, a gazebo, a trellis, but now you can easily clean. And I'm kind of showing off, I'm using one hand. If you want to put the other hand here for control, you can, but I'm showing you it's that easy to use just one-handed. The power combined with the name brand, combined with the upgrade of the PSI, combined with the accessibility of the Follow Me design makes this the best deal on a pressure washer I have ever presented here on HSN.
Oh, it's hands down the best I've ever done in all my years here. I've never seen anything over 2,000 under like 189. We're doing 2,200 up to 2,800 PSI for 149. So here's what I'll tell you. In my neighborhood, there's a lot of what we call snowbirds. People own these big giant houses, right? And they show up when it's nice and it's wonderful, right? They have a great lifestyle, but they're not there all the time. I live in my neighborhood all the time. I have a pressure washer. When my neighbors come to visit, they hire somebody. And I know they're paying like 500 bucks to have somebody come pressure wash their property. I do mine in 30 minutes. Costs me nothing because I own one. And I'll tell you this too, everybody in the neighborhood that is there is like, look at that guy, he's got his own pressure washer. Smart, because that is expensive to rent. And it's even more expensive if you have guys come and do it for you. Listen, if you're in your 80s and you can't use it, that's fine. If you can afford to have somebody come out, I have no issue with that. But we're giving you everything you can do to do it easy. You get 20 feet of the hose. You get 35 feet of cord. All you do is plug in your hose and then get out there and plug it in and then get out there and have a good time, and you will love it. I am telling you, it's like the first time I bought a really good lawnmower, I was like, hey, cutting the grass is easy because I'm not out there struggling. This is even easier than that, all right? Easier than that. And the Follow Me design makes all the difference as far as not having to stop, pick it up, turn it back upright. You never have to do that because it's on wheels, which makes it easy to store and easy to move from left to right. Use it for any part of your house that needs a good cleaning. We have about a minute left. $30 is your flex pay, free shipping, $100 off HSN. Your last chance to get a really good deal on a pressure washer is today. Get it home. Bobby, I mean, you will, like I said, you'll get addicted to it.
Oh, absolutely. Look at this fence. I'm gonna save my best two demos for the end. Look at the fence, how dirty it is. I could just do a one pass, and I feel like I'm revealing years and years of whatever it was under there, and that quickly, that easily, I'm showing you what the true wood is compared to what it was. And I'll finish up here with the carpet because this is one of the best uses. If you look at this panel right here, I know that wind's blowing on me, I'll turn sideways, the fan's on me, but look at this. See how that white is coming up of the carpet? You would have thought it was brown, but all I'm doing is using the power of pressurized water. Again, remember, this is coming out at 2,200 PSI. That's a lot, but we'd rather give you more than have you needing any power. You don't need the gas, you don't need the oil, all you need is you. No renting, no borrowing, no waiting at the big box and overpaying. You're getting the right deal from the right brand, the right channel at the right price. And Guy, this lightweight deal, this pressure washer is the one to do.
It's a lot nicer than the one I have.
Because Danny took it.
And I paid, I think, $179 for mine, and mine is $1,700. If I wish I had